Let's please welcome me to the stage. We have Mike Rice, co-founder and chief operating officer of Cornerstone IT. We have Sherry Shokel with the Agency Blockchain Lead, Defense Information Systems Agency, and Jeremy Wood, Director of Enterprise Architecture of the Millennium Challenge Corporation.
All right, good morning. I'm Jeremy Wood, and I wanted to, along with our co-chairs, and thank you for coming to this event today. So I'm the government chair for the Emerging Technology Community of Interest here at ACT-IAC, and I just wanted to briefly describe what we do. We are involved in all of these emerging technologies that you're going to hear about today and more. We have a blockchain working group, which you're going to hear about shortly. We have an AI working group, AIIA working group. We have DevOps. We have drones. You want to talk about it, we'll start another working group. So I just want to invite you to participate with us. We have monthly meetings this month. We're going to be on June 13th. You can look it up on the ACT-IAC website. And we're going to be doing a joint event with our Evolving the Workforce COI around AI and its impact on the workforce within the federal government. So because they have much more important things to say, I'm going to turn over to Sherry.
We'll just slide that down here. So I'm Sherry Sokol. I'm with the Defense Information Systems Agency, but I'm also a member of the Blockchain Working Group from ACT-IAC. And next slide, please. There. We do? Oh, just kidding. You rock. Easy. There we go. That's me. And in addition to sharing our issues and helping each other solve things, we also work toward helping to move government forward with blockchain technologies. So we've come out with the blockchain primer a while ago, and we are in the middle of the blockchain playbooks, and that's really how you can take a blockchain project and make it real. So understanding the different phases that we go through, and we have guidance, assessing, is this project right for me? Should I be doing blockchain? And then helping you prep for implementation integration. So the selection, the readiness, and then launching today actually is our implementation section. So that's the first piece of making it real. And the way we look at it is in terms of management, people, process, technology, and acquisition. So all the things that you might need to know to make that project real in your agency. And it's all the lessons learned and best practices from both other agencies who have gone there and done it with proofs of concept, pilots, as well as the one ATO in government, and industry. So you get that perspective that's wide-ranging from folks who have really been there. And we're also still working on the integration section. So if you would like to join in and help us out, we'd really appreciate it. Visit me or Mike, or, which you should definitely do, visit Star, who's at the table outside. Oh, who's actually right in the back. And we'll be at the table outside with all the information about the primers and playbooks for not just blockchain, but the entire COI.
She's short. Please pick on her all the time. Yes, my name's Mike Rice, and what I do for a living is not important. What I do while I'm here is I'm a contributing author for the blockchain, in the blockchain working group for the playbook, and I'm also now supporting the AI efforts. And just like the blockchain process of creating this playbook, the AI team and IA team are beginning the process with their primers. The first primer I want to talk about real quick is the AI. It's just like any other primer. It is a cornerstone of building your program and implementing AI. It educates you on the types of technologies that are out there. and answer some of those questions that we had a meeting the other day with a very incredible genius, and he said, I'm tired of hearing AI used as a noun. And I thought that kind of struck me funny. And when I really started to think about it, he's right. You know, AI really is a family of companion technologies that can stand on their own, or they can work together to do some incredible things. And this is what the primer really does for you. One of the things I want to point out in this primer, again, primers are primers. We don't need to go into what's all that's in there, but one was really key inside this particular primer is the recommendation section. And what that does is touches on things on the myth busters, what AI isn't, okay? I almost said my Southern Maryland accent, what AI ain't, okay? And it's a good piece because there's a lot of misconceptions of what AI can do and what it can't do. And there's another section that's also interesting inside this particular primer is an ethics, kind of a way of looking at how do you implement technology and what's an ethical way to implement technology, and some rules you need to follow to make sure that technology goes in appropriately. The IA primer, again, it takes a look in the AI. You go down to RPA and IA. It shows you that transition from desktop automation to RPA, you know, doing the things that the hands typically do, to enhance RPA, into intelligent automation, which then now begins to do some of the thinking for you. It's a great primer. Again, it touches on the technologies, how they're used, what they aren't, what they are. Another thing that's really good in here is the use cases. And I'm very impressed with anytime we can get solid use cases, because what that does for you as a consumer of these particular technologies is say, here, this is what my business problem is, okay? How do I apply this technology? If there's a use case that matches it, okay, then you've got a head start, okay? So that's something that's very important inside that particular primer. Now, they didn't give me nice, colorful slides like they gave Sherry. They expected me to dance on my own, so I'm going to go back a little bit. Remember, the blockchain the blockchain playbook started as a primer, okay? And what we've done in the COI is begin to build standards, not just in technology, but how we present technology. So what you'll probably see, okay, and I'm pretty confident because I'm part of the author team for AI, is you're going to see a playbook that's going to come very much like the blockchain playbook. And it's going to answer all those questions from assessing the technology. Is this something that we really need, okay? And that's one of the things I really appreciate about this. I'm going off topic a little bit, is the integrity that this playbook actually brings to technology. We don't do blockchain for the sake of blockchain. We're not going to do AI for the sake of AI. So the assessment phase is a real good way of actually taking a look at the business case and does the technology meet the business case. Then you go into readiness. And when you're looking at readiness, is my particular organization ready for this type of technology? And that's a very important question to ask. And then the last one, next one is selection. What technology I'm going to select? And in the case of AI, it might be multiple pieces of that family of companion technologies to pull together for your particular solution. Then you move into implementation, okay? Building that solution and integration. How do I now take it and plug it into my enterprise? So we're going to probably follow all those same steps. One of the things we're beginning to put into these documents is the acquisition side. It's important. There's some things that are happening now in the acquisition world that lets you easily get to technology. You need to look into those things. They're all supported by the FAR, and it's a way to quickly get your hands on technology that's available today. One of them is the CSO program that I can think of off the bat out of GSA, which is also available in DoD and DISA, okay? Another thing is that we're looking at cross-cutting topics. Cross-cutting topics like workforce development, okay? You got your affecting workforce, how do I buy, how do I implement, how do I monitor? You got your affected workforce. These are the ones that their lives actually change, their job actually changes by the implementation of technology. So these are all the things that are happening within our COI to get technology out of this mystical world and make it real and get it into production as quickly as possible. Okay, we good? Good. And I used her slide. Yes. Thank you very much.